last time you spoke my name, it came out like breath on a frozen pane. Clear for a second, then gone. I watched it disappear. The way snow covers footprints until no one can tell you were ever here. You didn't leave in fire, no burning house, no ashes to keep. You left in frost, quiet creeping deep. The kind of cold that settles in the bones before you even realize you've stopped feeling your hands. I kept waiting for the thaw, for the ice to crack and let the light through. But winter stayed, and winter learned your face, and winter never asked if I was ready to be alone. Goodbye felt like winter, long, pale, and mercilessly slow. No explosion, no final blaze, just the gradual death of every warm place. Goodbye felt like winter, the kind that makes you forget what color ever looked like. Goodbye felt like winter, and I'm still standing in the snow, trying to remember how to grow. The radiator still hums the same low note, but it can't reach the places you used to warm. I wear your old sweater, not for comfort, but because the cold feels more honest when I'm wrapped in something that once carried your scent. I walk the same streets, and the wind cuts exactly the way it did when you walked beside me. Only now it cuts deeper, because there's no one to lean into. I thought grief would roar, thought it would burn, but it arrived as frost and stayed and stayed and starred. Goodbye felt like winter, long, pale, and mercilessly slow. No explosion, no final blaze, just the gradual death of every warm place. Goodbye felt like winter, the kind that makes you forget what summer ever tasted like. Goodbye felt like winter, and I'm still learning how to live inside the cold. Some days I stand thought some days I finally understand that winter isn't punishment, it's just what happens when love forgets how to stay warm. And maybe that's okay. Maybe the cold is teaching me how to be my own heat, how to bend without needing your life. Goodbye felt like winter, and I'm still learning how to breathe when the air itself feels like it's grieving. Goodbye felt like winter, but I'm still here, still standing, still hoping that spring remembers my name. Goodbye felt like winter, my name. Still here, learning how to bloom in the snow. We didn't fight, we didn't raise our voices. We just sat across from each other in the same room, and suddenly the space between us had teeth. Your eyes looked at me like I was someone you used to know from a long time ago. Not a stranger exactly, but not the person you still wanted to come home to. You asked how my day was, I answered in full sentences. We both nodded like that meant something, and in that small, polite exchange, the last thread between us quietly snapped. No one threw anything, no one cried. We just stopped recognizing each other in real time. The night we turned to strangers wasn't loud, wasn't violent, wasn't anything we could point to later and say, that's when it ended. It was only the soft, terrible moment when we became two separate people, sharing the same air and pretending it still felt like home. The night we turned to strangers, we kept saying I love you, like a habit we hadn't yet broken, while both of us already knew the words had become furniture we were too polite to throw away. I still remember the exact second your smile changed. It didn't disappear, it just became the smile you give a friend you haven't seen in years. Kind, distant, careful not to promise anything. We finished dinner, we cleared the table, we watched something on the screen without ever looking at each other. And when we went to bed, we didn't reach across the divide. We just lay there, two people who used to be lovers, now politely sharing a mattress like strangers on a long flight. We didn't break up that night, We just stopped being us, and neither of us had the courage to say it out loud. The night we turned to strangers wasn't loud, wasn't violent, wasn't anything we could point to later and say, that's when it ended. It was only the soft, terrible moment when we became two separate people, sharing the same air and pretending it still felt like home. Now when people ask how it ended, I don't know what to say. There was no explosion, no betrayal, no villain. There was only the night we looked at each other and saw strangers wearing familiar faces. We didn't break, we just faded into people who used to love each other. And the worst part is, I still miss the person who turned into a stranger right in front of me, without ever walking away. The night we turned to strangers, we didn't leave each other, we just stopped knowing how to stay. No goodbye, no last kiss, no final door, just two hearts quietly becoming someone else's story. We turned to strangers that night, and the silence has been our only conversation ever since. You didn't raise your voice, didn't need to explain. No slam door, no final cool refrain. You just stood there for a second too long, then turned away softly like a fading song. Your eyes didn't burn, they just looked tired. Your voice didn't break, it just retired. You said, I think this is it, like reading the weather. Your goodbye felt soft, and I still can't breathe either. I waited for the storm I could hate or survive, but you gave me kindness, the hardest kind to survive. Your goodbye felt soft, like a blanket pulled over a still warm bed. No violence, no anger, no reason to fight, just the quietest way to leave someone behind. Your goodbye felt soft, and that softness cut deeper than any blade. Your goodbye felt soft, and I'm still bleeding from the kindness you gave. You didn't storm out, didn't need to be cruel. You just gathered yourself, gentle and cool. No blame thrown, no fault line drawn. You left me with tenderness instead of scorn. I stood in the doorway, watched your back disappear, felt the room grow colder, but not from fear, from the unbearable softness of your retreat. Your goodbye felt soft, and it still won't let me sleep. I wanted rage, I wanted fire, I wanted a scene, something I could hate, something obscene. But you gave me grace, and grace is the cruelest blade, because I can't hate you for the gentle way you walked away. Your goodbye felt soft, like a blanket pulled over a still warm bed. No violence, no anger, no reason to fight, just the quietest way to leave someone behind. Your goodbye felt soft, and that softness cut deeper than any blade. Your goodbye felt soft, and I'm still bleeding from the kindness you gave. I keep replaying the gentleness in your eyes, the way you didn't look away while saying goodbye. I wanted something loud I could fight or survive. Instead you gave me mercy, and mercy keeps me alive in the worst possible way. Your goodbye felt soft, and I'm still trying to forgive the tenderness that made the leaving so hard to live. Your goodbye felt soft, and I am still here, still breathing, still bleeding from the love you ended softly. Your goodbye felt soft, and I'm still learning how to survive the kindness that kid me. I held you like a morning mist in open palms, careful not to close my fingers, careful not to harm. You were warm and weightless, beautiful and thin. I thought if I stayed still enough, you'd always stay within. But love is never solid, it's water dressed in light. It flows where it wants to, disappears into the night. I watched it trickle between every line I'm still trying to begin again. I didn't grip too tight, didn't squeeze too hard. I just stood there loving you with both hands apart, thinking openness was safety, thinking space was kind. I didn't know love needs pressure sometimes to stay mine. Love slipped through my hands like fine sand, like silk, like rain. I stood so still, so gentle, so afraid to demand, and still it left me empty, still it left me in pain. Love slipped through my hands, no fight, no struggle, no final cruel stand, just the quiet, heartbreaking truth that even the softest holding can make something stay in your hands. I still feel the ghost of it running over my skin. Every place your weight used to settle and begin. I open my fingers wide in the dark every night, hoping some small part of you got caught in the fight. But there's nothing left to catch, nothing left to keep, just the memory of trying not to make you leave. I loved you with open hands, with the lightest hold, and love slipped through anyway. Soft and cold, they say if you love something, let it go. But nobody tells you it might never come home. Nobody tells you the open palm can bleed from the weight of what it couldn't succeed in keeping. Love slip through my hands like fine sand, like silk, like rain. I stood so still, so gentle, so afraid to demand, and still it left me empty, still it left me in pain. Love slipped through my hands, no fight, no struggle, no final cruel stand, just the quiet, heartbreaking truth that even the softest holding can make something stay in your hands. Now I'm learning to close my fists sometimes, to one without apology, to claim what's mine. I'm learning that love isn't proven by how loose you hold, but by how fiercely you refuse to let the warm go cold. I held you like morning, mist in open palms, careful not to close my fingers, careful not to harm. You were warm and weightless, beautiful and thin. I thought if I stayed still enough, you'd always stay within. But love is never solid, it's water dressed in light. It flows where it wants to, disappears into the night. I watched it trickle between every line of my skin. Love slipped through my hands, and I'm I'm still trying to begin again. I didn't grip too tight, didn't squeeze too hard. I just stood there loving you with both hands apart, thinking openness was safety, thinking space was kind. I didn't know love needs pressure sometimes to stay mine. Love slipped through my hands like fine sand, like silk, like rain. I stood so still, so gentle, so afraid to demand, and still it left me empty, still it left me in pain. Love slipped through my hands, no fight, no struggle, no final cruel stand, just the quiet, heartbreaking truth that even the softest holding can make something stay in your head. I still feel the ghost of it running over my skin. Every place your weight used to settle and begin. I open my fingers wide in the dark every night, hoping some small part of you got caught in the fight. But there's nothing left to catch, nothing left to keep, just the memory of trying not to make you leave. I loved you with open hands, with the lightest hold, and love slipped through anyway. Soft and cold, they say if you love something, let it go. But nobody tells you it might never come home. Nobody tells you the open palm can bleed from the weight of what it couldn't succeed. And keeping love slip through my hands like fine sand, like silk, like rain. I stood so still, so gentle, so afraid to demand, and still it left me empty, still it left me in pain. Love slipped through my hands, no fight, no struggle, no final cruel stand, just the quiet, heartbreaking truth that even the softest holding can make something stay in your hands. Now I'm learning to close my fists sometimes, to want without apology, to claim what's mine. I'm learning that love isn't proven by how loose you hold, but by how fiercely you refuse to let the warm go cold. I loved you with open hands, and I still don't regret. I just wish I'd known sooner that love sometimes needs both hands to protect. Love slipped through my hands, and I'm still here, palms open, palms scarred, still feeling the ghost of what almost was ours, still learning that holding can be gentle and hard. Love slipped through my hands, The door closed with the softest click I've ever heard. No anger, no pleading, not even a final word. Just the sudden absence of your breathing in the room, and the silence rushed in like it had been waiting its turn. It settled on your pillow, it curled in your chair. It learned the exact shape of the space you used to share. It sits across the table when I eat alone. It lies beside me every night, cold, familiar, known. I thought silence was neutral, just the lack of sound. I didn't know it could learn your name and never let it go. The silence you left behind is louder than any goodbye you could have spoken. It carries your voice in every empty second. It wears your absence like a coat I can't stop holding. The silence you left behind is the cruelest thing you ever gave. The silence you left behind is where I still live. Every day. I still set 2 mugs out when I make tea. One stays empty, one stays next to me. I talk to the steam like it might carry your voice. Ask if you're happy, ask if you had a choice. The walls have learned how to hold your name. They repeat it softly when the house is the same. I don't cry out loud anymore, to stay dry, but the silence you left behind still makes me cry inside. I could fill the house with music, with people, with light, but the silence would still find me every single night. The silence you left behind is louder than any goodbye you could have spoken. It carries your voice in every empty second. It wears your absence like a coat I can't stop holding. The silence you left behind is the cruelest thing you ever gave. The silence you left behind is where I still live every day. Sometimes I speak to it like it's still you on the line. Ask if you ever miss the sound of mine. It never answers, just echoes the way you used to pause before you said I love you, before you forgot the cause. The silence isn't cruel, it isn't kind, it's just patient. It learned that from you, and now it keeps me company. The way you silence you left behind still knows your name and mine. There was no fight to mark the calendar, no last cruel word that cut too deep to bear. Just the way your answers grew shorter every day, the way I love you slowly learned to stay. Half spoken, you still kissed me goodnight, still held me the same, but the kisses landed lighter, carried no flame. I felt the temperature drop 1 degree at a time. Your love went quiet, and I pretended it was fine. I kept waiting for the storm I could hate or survive. Instead you gave me silence, the hardest kind to stay alive. Your love went quiet, no thunder, no rain, no reason to cry, just the softest retreat, the gentlest goodbye, till the warmth beside me had already died. Your love went quiet, slipped out the back while I was still asleep, left the room colder, the promise cheap. Your love went quiet tonight, and the silence is the loudest thing I've ever known. Your pillow kept the den for 1 more hour. I pressed my face there, searching for your power. The sun was already thinning, already gone, like love had decided it had stayed too long. The street light still cuts the same pale line across the wall where your silhouette used to shine. But tonight the light feels borrowed, feels thin. Your love went quiet, and it took everything in. I didn't get a last look, didn't get a last line. You just stopped being here, and the silence took its time. Your love went quiet, no thunder, no rain, no reason to fight, just the softest retreat, the gentlest goodbye, till the warmth beside me had already died. Your love went quiet, slipped out the back while I was still asleep, left the room colder, the promise cheap. Your love went quiet tonight, and the silence is the loudest thing I've ever known. I keep replaying the softness in your eyes, the way you didn't look away while saying goodbye. I wanted rage, I wanted fire, I wanted a scene, something voice is the cruelest blade, because I can't hate you for the gentle way you walked away. Your love went quiet, and I'm still listening for the noise it never made. Still breathing the silence you carefully laid. Still loving the echo of the love that decayed. Your love went quiet tonight. No explosion, no ashes, no one to blame. Just the slow, polite death of a once burning flame. Your love went quiet, and silence is all that remains. Your love went quiet, and I'm still here, learning how to breathe in the quiet you made. You used to hold me like the world was ending soon, like every second mattered, like I was your only moon. Now your arms remember the motion, but not the reason why. You wrap them around me, but your heart stays dry. You still say I love you out of habit and routine, but the words land empty like echoes in a scene. You forgot the temperature, the way it used to burn. You forgot how to love me, and I still wait my turn. I kept looking for the spark in your tired eyes, kept hoping you'd remember what it felt like to try. You forgot how to love me, not all at once, just piece by quiet piece. You forgot the hunger, forgot the need, forgot the way my name used to bring you peace. You forgot how to love me, left emotions but took away the flame. You forgot how to love me, and I'm still here, carrying a name you no longer claim. The kisses became polite, like greeting an old friend. The touches mechanical, like they had to pretend. You still sleep beside me, still breathe the same air, but the space between us is wider than the bed we share. I ask what's changed, and you say nothing's wrong, but the silence ends version of you that stayed. But you forgot how to love me, and I can't keep loving for two. So I'm learning slowly how to stop loving you. You forgot how to love me, and I'm still here loving the memory of when you couldn't stop. You forgot how to love me, and I'm finally learning to love me instead. You forgot how to love me. And I'm still here, learning how to love without. The house is quiet in a way that almost feels kind. No screaming silence, no shattering mind. Just soft gray light through the same old blinds. I make tea the way I always did. Sit in the chair that still remembers your weight, and for a moment the ache doesn't scream, it just sits. I still hear your silence. It learned how to speak when you stopped answering. Learned how to breathe when you stopped breathing near me. It learned my name from the way you used to say it, and now it never stops saying it the same way. I still hear your silence, louder than any word you ever spoke. It fills every corner where your voice used to live. It wraps around me when the night gets too broke. I still hear your silence in the space where I love you used to land. I still hear your silence, and it's the loudest sound in this empty hand. Your pillow still holds the shape of your head. I press my face there, chasing what you never said. The clock ticks off, but it screams in my mind, counting the hours since you left me behind. The street light outside still cuts the same pale line across the wall where your silhouette used to shine. I close my eyes and wait for sleep to come, but I still hear your silence, and it hums. I could fill the air with noise, with laughter, with sound, but your silence would still find me, still wrap me around. I still hear in this empty hand. I talk back sometimes, quiet as a prayer. Ask if you ever hear me in the quiet somewhere. It never answers, just echoes the way you used to pause before you said I love you, before you forgot the cause. Your silence isn't cruel, it isn't kind, it's just patient. It learned that from you, and now it keeps me company the way you used to do. I still hear your silence, even after the years, even after the rain. Every tear that falls is just proof you're still here. Every heartbeat carries your name again, and I still hear your silence. It's the only thing that stayed when you walked away. I still hear your silence, and I'm still here, still listening to the things you never said. I still hear your signs, and the quiet still knows your name. The house is quiet now, but it isn't empty. Every creak remembers the way you used to step. The floorboards still sigh when I walk the same path. Your memory still breathes right under the mask. I open the drawer where your sweater still lies, press it to my face, and suddenly I'm alive. The scent is fainter now, almost gone, but your memory still breathes like it never moved on. I thought grief was supposed to fade to gray, but yours keeps rising, keeps finding its way. Your memory still breathes, soft and stubborn, never quite asleep. It lives in the corners, in the pause between breaths, in the way the silence still knows your steps. Your memory still breathes when I try to let go. It just holds on tighter. Your memory still breathes, and I'm still here, still letting it light the fire. I still set 2 mugs out when I make tea. One One stays empty, one stays next to me. I talk to the steam like it might carry your voice. Ask if you're happy, ask if you had a choice. The mirror still shows the same tired face, but sometimes I swear I see you in the space behind my eyes, behind the reflection. Your memory still breathes, no resurrection. I don't wanna bury it, don't wanna forget. I just wanna stop feeling like I'm drowning in it. Your memory still breathes, soft and stubborn, never quite asleep. It lives in the corners, in the palms between breaths, in the way the silence still knows your steps. Your memory still breathes when I try to let go. It just holds on tighter. Your memory still breathes, and I'm still here, still letting it light the fire. I used to fight it, tried to smother the flame, tried to convince myself I was already the same. But some nights I just sit and let it burn slow. Let your memory breathe, let it still know that I haven't forgotten, that I haven't let go. That part of me still loves you, even though you're no longer here. Your memory still breathes, and I'm learning to let it, like losing my mind. Your memory still breathes, not as pain anymore, but as something kind. A quiet companion that walks beside me still. Your memory still breathes, and maybe that's the only way love ever will. Your memory still breathes when I'm still here, breathing with it. There was no announcement, no ceremony, no sound. One morning I reached for you and the door was shut down. Your eyes still looked at me, still smiled the same way, but something behind them had quietly changed. I spoke and you answered, but the echo was thin. The warmth in your voice had moved somewhere within. I asked if you're okay. You said, of course I am. But your heart had already closed like a door on a plan. I kept knocking softly, kept hoping to find a crack in the armor way back inside. But every I love you bounced back from the wall. Your heart had closed quietly, and it never reopened at all. When your heart closed, it didn't slam, didn't break, didn't bleed. It just turned the lock while I was still in need. Left me standing outside with the words I still breathe. When your heart closed, the silence became louder than any goodbye. When your heart closed, I was still loving you. From the wrong side, you still held my hand when we walked in the street. Still kissed me goodnight when the hour grew sweet. But the kisses were careful, the holding was light. Like you were afraid I'd feel the difference that night. I kept giving more, kept pouring myself, thinking if I filled every crack, you'd open yourself. But love isn't something you can force through a seam. When your heart closed, it closed like a dream. I don't blame you for protecting what's yours. I just wish you told me when there were still open doors. When your heart closed, it didn't slam, didn't break, didn't bleed. It just turned the lock while I was still in need. Left me standing outside with the words I still breathe. When your heart closed, the silence became louder than any goodbye. When your heart closed, I was still loving you. From the wrong side, now I stand at the door I can't open again, still whispering I love you to a heart that won't bend. I don't try to break in, don't try to force my way. I just sit with the ache of the love that can't stay. I loved you when you were open, I loved you when you closed. I loved you through the silence that nobody knows. Your heart closed quietly, no violence, no fight, and I'm still here loving you on the wrong side of the night. When your heart closed and left me outside with a key I never had, still whispering I didn't stop loving. I just learned how to love from the wrong side of the door. Loving you. Through the silence you made. The feeling slipped away so quietly I almost missed it. One morning I reached for you and the reaching felt different. No fight, no tears, no sudden breaking point. Just love growing tired, fading to a distant note. You still kiss me goodnight, still said my name, but the kisses landed lighter, carried no flame. I kept smiling like nothing had changed. I stayed after the feeling left and pretended it remained. I told myself it was only a phase, only a season, that if I loved hard enough, the warmth would have reason to come back, to remember what it once knew. But the feeling had already quietly walked through. How heavy stay can become. Your side of the bed stayed empty even when you were there. Your eyes looked past me like I was thin air. We kept the routine going, kept the lights turned low, but the love had already packed and decided to go. I cooked your favorite meals, kept the house the same. Hope habit would remind you why we came. You smiled polite, thanked me, went back to your phone. I stayed after the feeling left, and I stayed alone. I could have left staying can become and that staying hurt more than leaving ever could. I stayed till the feeling left, long after the love had already died, long after the warmth had already lied, long after the silence had already cried. I stayed after the feeling left, and now I'm learning how to leave. With the version of me who believed, stayed, was wrong. I stayed after the feeling left, and I'm still here, learning how to leave the staying behind. We almost made it to the ultimate of light. Almost had the rings, almost got the timing right. I can still see the dress I never wore, still feel the vows I almost swore. You almost chose me every single day, almost let forever have its way. We stood right on the edge of always, almost yours, almost mine, almost always. I still taste the almost kiss you gave, the almost promise that almost saved everything we almost became. Almost loved forever, close enough to feel the rest of our lives. Almost woke up next to you under the same sky. Almost called you husband, almost called you mine. Almost loved forever, so close I could smell the cake, hear the bells. Almost had the ending I wanted so well. Almost loved forever. And the almost is the cruelest kind of hell. I still keep the playlist from the almost trip we planned. Still wear the necklace with the almost wedding band. I almost almost told you everything I kept locked inside. Almost believed you'd choose me for life. You almost stayed when you almost walked out. Almost turned around, almost lost the doubt. Almost reached for me when I needed it most. Almost loved me the way I needed to be loved. We were so close, the future felt certain. I could taste the I do on the tip of your tongue. But close isn't forever, almost isn't done. Almost loved both them, almost had the rest of our lives. Almost woke up next to you every morning. Almost called you husband, almost called you mine. Almost loved forever, close enough to break every part of me. Almost loved forever. And the almost is the cruelest memory. I don't hate you for stopping short of the vow. I just hate that I spent years believing somehow that almost was close enough to count as love. That almost forever was almost enough. Now I'm learning how to live with the gap, the space where us almost happened, almost snapped. I still carry the almost like a scar on my skin. Almost yours forever. And almost is where the hurting begins. Almost loved forever, and I'm still here loving the ghost of that day. Still holding me almost like it might stay. Still whispering I do to the love that walked away. Almost loved forever. And maybe that's the truest thing I'll ever say. Almost yours forever. And I'm still the almost that never became. We didn't crash in daylight where everyone could see. No public scene, no witnesses, no final plea. We just waited for the sun to go down. then quietly let the ending begin without a sound. The room got darker, the conversations too. Your voice grew smaller till I almost couldn't hear you. We kept sitting close, but the closeness felt thin. We faded in the dark where no one could witness the sin. No one to blame, no villain to name, just two people who slowly stopped playing the game. We faded in the dark, no dramatic ending, no final spark, just the slow bleaching of every color we knew, till shadow was the only thing left of me and you. We faded in the dark, no crash, no scream, no reason to cry. We just kept breathing till we weren't us anymore. We faded in the dark, and the darkness was the only thing that stayed. Your hand still rested on my knees sometimes, but the pressure changed. It wasn't yours, it was mine. We still said goodnight, still turned off the light, but the good nights grew shorter, the darkness grew right. I kept waiting for the moment we'd finally break, for the fight that would force us to feel something vague. But the fight never came, and neither did the tears. We just faded in the dark through all the years. We were polite while we were dying inside, kept the mask on, kept the act alive. We faded in the dark, no dramatic ending, no final spark, just the slow bleaching of every color we knew, till shadow was the only thing left of me and you. We faded in the dark, no crash, no scream, no reason to cry. We just kept breathing till we weren't us anymore. We faded in the dark, and the darkness was the only thing that stayed. Looking back, I see the thousand tiny deaths, the way we stopped reaching, the way we lost our breaths, the way later became never, the way soon became never again, the way we kept smiling while we quietly came to the end. No villain, no victim, no dramatic fall, just two people who forgot how to call and let the love bleed out slow and small. We didn't break, we simply ceased to be. We faded in the dark, and maybe that's the saddest kind of end. No one to blame, no in the dark, and the darkness still remembers how bright we used to be. Held you like the last page of a book I was afraid to finish. Careful with every turn, afraid the spine would crack. I whispered love so softly, it barely left my lips, thinking gentle was the only way to keep you intact. I never pushed, never demanded, never raised my voice. I thought if I stayed quiet enough, you'd have no choice but to stay. I loved you so gently, I almost forgot how to be loud. I thought softness was safety, that tenderness would be the strongest chain. I didn't know yet that gentle love can still feel like pain. I loved you too gently, till the gentleness became the wound, till every careful touch left a deeper bruise, till holding you softly felt like slowly losing you. I loved you too gently, and the quiet became the only thing I knew. I loved you too gently, until the gentle finally broke me in two. I loved you through the silences you never explained, through the nights you came home but stayed in your head. I loved you when your "I'm fine" sounded like goodbye, when your hand in mine felt polite instead of alive. I kept the volume low, kept the lights turned soft, kept believing gentle love would carry us across. I held you calmly even when you started to drift, loved you too gently, and watched the love slowly lift. I thought if I never demanded, never asked for more, you'd eventually remember what you loved me for. I loved you too gently, till the gentleness became the wound, till every careful touch left a deeper bruise, till holding you softly felt like slowly losing you. I loved you too gently, and the quiet became the only thing I knew. I loved you too gently, until the gentle finally broke me in two. Now I'm learning how to love with teeth, how to walk without apology, how to reach, how to say I need you without sounding weak, how to love loudly enough that it doesn't disappear when I speak. I don't regret the gentleness, it was honest, it was true. I just wish I'd known sooner that love sometimes needs a little more volume stay with you. I loved you too gently, and I'm still here picking up the quiet pieces, still learning how to love without losing myself. Still learning how to be both soft and loud enough. I loved you too gently until the gentle taught me how to be strong. I loved you too gently, and I'm still here learning how to love with everything I have left. I miss the way we were, when silence felt like safety, not a wound. When your hand would find mine without asking permission. When good nights still carried the weight of I love you. I miss the version of us that didn't need words, that could sit in the same room for hours and still feel full. I miss how the quiet used to hold us together instead of pushing us apart. Now the same quiet feels like evidence, like proof that something broke when I wasn't looking. I miss the way we were before the silences grew teeth, before I'm fine became the longest conversation we had, before love started hiding behind polite smiles. I miss the way we were when missing each other wasn't something we practiced, when us was still a place and not just a memory. I miss the way we were, and I'm still trying to stop missing who we are anymore. I miss the way your laugh used to arrive first, before your face, before your body even entered the room. I miss the way you used to look at me like I was the answer to a question you hadn't asked yet. I miss the mornings when coffee was an excuse to sit close and say nothing important, just feel the warmth of another human who chose me. I miss the small rituals we never named because we thought they'd last forever. Now I perform them alone, and every gesture feels like a ghost. Try to remember its body. I miss the way we were before the silences grew teeth, before I'm fine became the longest conversation we had, before love started hiding behind polite smiles. I miss the way miss the way we were, and I'm finally learning that missing doesn't mean I have to stay stuck in the missing. I miss the way we were, but I'm starting to miss myself more. I miss the way we were, but I'm learning how to be someone who doesn't need that version anymore. I miss the way we were, and I'm still here learning how to love the way